I'm Untitled Rider, and I wanted to talk about DC Comics while the video will still be relevant. I want to talk about not just the comics, but all of the DC things that they've got going on at the moment, which is the comics, the TV universe, and the film universe, and all that stuff. Because even though I'm a DC fan, I do think DC is getting quite a lot of stuff wrong. Especially when you compare them to Marvel and what they've got going on. But as I say, I'm going to talk about all three of the, well, I don't think there's any other media that they go into. Well, there's the games. I'll talk about the games briefly as well. Because I believe that Marvel is, even though I'm a DC fan, I don't want to be getting no hate for this, but I think Marvel is actually kicking DC's ass where it matters. In some respects, and you'll agree with, you'll disagree with me on most of this stuff. You'll probably agree with some, you'll disagree with some. It's completely fine. I'm not. This is just my own personal opinion. If you've got your own, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to judge you or anything. So let's talk about the comics first. Now the thing that's going on with DC Comics at the moment is, I'll remove that. I was just reading the Eclipse or Villains Month one-off. The thing that's going on at the moment with sorry, I should have got these in order beforehand. With DC is the Forever Evil, which is coming to a close. As you can see, I've got all the Justice League Dark issues there. Now, Justice League Dark, I feel, have been shortchanged by the whole Forever Evil thing. Leading into Forever Evil with Trinity War, I actually enjoyed. I didn't mind the fact that it was a short-run event. You know, you could pick up your Justice League of America, your Justice League Dark, and you could follow the story through. I think it ran through 6 parts. Yeah, I think Trinity War was 6 parts. And you could follow that. That wasn't a problem. That was a small event. But then that led straight into another event, which is Forever Evil, and so far it hasn't been amazing, apart from issue 6, which I've just read. But I'm not going to go into spoilers with it. I will talk about spoilers a little for Forever Evil, but I'm not going to go into like issue 6 spoilers, because that would be completely unfair. Because I have literally just read I've literally just read Forever Evil number 6. I think it came out last week, so I'm not going to talk about that at all. Trinity War, by the way, if anyone's interested, is out tomorrow in a collected paperback edition. So, you know, if you haven't read Trinity War and you want to read that, that is out tomorrow. Yeah, collected paperback edition. So yeah, Trinity War I had no problem with, but Forever Evil, as I say, it's gone on for way too long. I mean, how many? I mean, Forever Evil itself is only on issue number 6, but this started, I believe, October last year. Yeah, that makes sense. October last year. It's gone on for half a year, and it's not just that. It's for you only have to read Forever Evil. There's so many tie-in comics. You'd have to spend a vast amount of money every single month to keep up with this. And I'm going to talk about Justice League Dark in and as itself in a minute, but this Forever Evil story arc is leading into another storyline, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called, and that's shocking. Who knows how long this next one's going to in fact, I might have to talk about, I'm going to talk about the Forever Evil comics a bit more at the end, if I remember, because I might have to talk about it because of the new story arc that it's leading into. But yeah, there was all sorts of spin-off comics. Well, I thought, well, that doesn't affect me really. I read Justice League Dark. It's the only comic I read in the new 52. So that doesn't affect me. I can just read my Justice League Dark and I can be happy, and I'll just read the Forever Evil stuff just as and when I can, or read it in the store, which I really shouldn't, but I do on occasion read the comics in the store, just because it saves a couple of quid for me really. But yeah, I stayed with reading the Justice League Dark, so I just thought that's fine. That's, you know, I can just read that. It's completely cool. So let's just take a look here. That's the first issue of Justice League Dark's involvement in Forever Evil, and you know, Constantine as well, last man standing. Hell fucking yeah, that's what you want to see. Like, the only people who got out from the 3 Justice Leagues that were there were Batman, a critically injured and useless cyborg that Batman carried out. You can't have a fucking series, you can't have a comic series without Batman in it. DC insists that Batman must be in absolutely fucking everything, which pisses me off. I'm a Batman fan as well. He's my favourite he's my favourite hero. He doesn't have superpowers. So he's my favourite comic book character, but God's sake, just give him a rest, will you? He's got like, what, about 6 titles, 6 Batman titles, and he was making it into Forever Evil as well. At least the writers knew what they were doing and actually put him to the side a bit and actually let the villains shine. So I was cool with that, but Constantine also got out, so I was amazingly happy with that. And you know, it starts off with Constantine. He got out, he's on his own, there's some crazy magic shit going on, but you know, it is Justice League Dark. I really do love the magic universe of DC as well. And I was reading it, and it was just, it was so much fun. I was just like, Constantine on his own, there's this thing that's like the manifestation of evil. They think it travels over from Earth 3, from Trinity War. But I actually think it was something that triggered it within ourselves. It's like it was always here, and this evil, this embodiment of evil, I'm just going to show you something in a second. This embodiment of evil, given the name Blight, it had the name Blight, but Harley Quinn issue 0 is fucking amazing. If you can find it, pick it up, because issue 0 is so much fun. I haven't read the others yet, but I do intend to. So I was loving the whole thing and really enjoying it, and then I got to, it wasn't in this issue. I'm going to leave that in just because it was in the next issue of Justice League Dark, issue 25, where yet again it had Swamp Thing in, lots of fun stuff happening. Nightmare Nurse, Blight I think actually shows up for the first time. Sea King is still knocking around, which I thought was amazingly fun. And then this happens. Constantine does something, you don't know, it happens in seconds in the comic book. Literally walks through the door shuts, and then it opens again, and Constantine stood there and he's done something, you don't know what. I'm sure it's revealed in the next issues. Now, here's the thing. It's Forever Evil Blight, The Haunted Sea, continues in Phantom Stranger number 14, Constantine number 9, and Pandora number 6. I read Justice League Dark. I don't even read the Constantine comics anymore. I used to love Hellblazer back in the day. I loved Hellblazer. I'd read that shit for days. And especially since I was catching up on them, I did read that shit for days. Now, I don't read Pandora, even though she is like a massive important thing in the New 52, and I don't read Phantom Stranger. Now, I'm not reading Constantine, because if I were to read Constantine, I'd kind of be a bit probably disappointed, because I remember the Hellblazer days. I do like Justice League Dark and interacting with a team, because he's still a bit of a bastard with them, to be honest. Even in Trinity War, it shows that no one trusts him. Batman doesn't trust him. No one trusts him. They all know he's a dodgy bastard. He manages to con almost all of them all the time, though. In fact, in one of the Constantine issues, he manages to trick Shazam out of his powers, which is kind of fucking cool. But yeah, it's all these tie-in issues. I just wanted to read Justice League Dark. That was my series. That was going to be my thing. For the New 52, I wanted to do something new, and I wanted to look into the magic side of DC, something that DC themselves had never been keen to push, but they had numerous magic titles upon the release of the New 52, so I thought I'm going to give the magic universe a try. I love Zatanna. She's one of my, which is an interesting character. She's one of my favourites. And I love Constantine. What's to go wrong? What could go wrong? Nothing in my mind. There was Rakshade, the changing man or changeling man at the beginning. I didn't know much about him. I didn't care for him in particular, but yeah, I did grow to like him. There was Mind Warp. You'll know if you've read Justice League Dark. I forgot his name. He kind of like turned up and then just vanished for no apparent reason. Apparently they are bringing him back, so who knows. But yeah, Mind Warp, or did he appear in another series or something? I don't know. Mind Warp was there. I think he was called Jason or Adam or some shit, I don't know, but he literally just turned up and vanished again without any explanation. At least Rakshade kind of got a send-off. And Deadman, who I fucking hated to begin with, perfectly honest. I thought he was one of the goofiest DC characters around, but I actually grew to like him within the pages of Justice League Dark. So it's all these fucking tie-in issues. I have a real problem with them. Now, this just wasn't happening for the next issue. Oh no. This was going on continuously. This is an 18-part story arc, and if you want the whole story, you have to read all of them. So I finished with Justice League Dark. I thought, well, maybe it's just a side thing, like this whole Forever Evil thing seems to be in the other comics. If you read Forever Evil, the however many parts there is of it, it's fine. It'll continue on. So in the last thing we see in there is, there's an advert for Wolf Among Us at the back as well, which at the time really annoyed me because we were still in the 4-month wait. Yeah, so it's like, John Constantine's just done that there. He's managed to capture those 4 guys. I don't even remember the question being in it, really, but the question seems to be there as well. Maybe he just thought I'd pick up the entire Trinity of Sin. Fuck it. Just thought, may as well get that guy as well. So I thought, well, maybe I don't need to read those comics. Maybe I can skip them over. And I saw the cover for that, and it has the Sea King on the front. Earth 3's Aquaman. I thought, this is gonna kick off. That's a superpower guy right there, and these guys don't have any powers beyond the magic. And half the time they suck at magic. Even Zatanna, which I was a bit annoyed about in the New 52, but then it just didn't bother me. So I thought maybe I don't need to. Well, turns out I do, because in the opening page right there, the question's not there, typically. The others who we have been introduced to are there. John Constantine's missing his head, and they're in the ocean. What happened? I don't know. I have no fucking idea what happened. Are they in the ocean? I don't know. It doesn't explain. They're just somewhere, and then they're going up towards the light. I'm going to admit, in one of the issues, I think it's either Phantom Strange or Constantine, they go to heaven, which Constantine's fucking shocked about because he never thought he was going to get into heaven, and the angels there are kind of like, yeah, you're not welcome here. We just want a little chat. But that was it. It was just like, when I got to this issue, I was like, oh, I'm done. I am so done, DC, with your bullshit of tying in everything, and you've got another event coming up. Are you fucking serious? I mean, I have no idea what part you're on of Justice League Dark, Forever Evil, Blight. We don't even get tied into Forever Evil. We get Blight. I don't care. I'm seriously fucking done with your bullshit. I mean, I cannot afford to go running out getting, comics after comics after comics every fucking month just to keep up with one storyline. I'm done. When regular Justice League Dark returns, I might consider coming back to it, but then again, I'm kind of feeling a bit cheated. I'm willing to go out and spend my money on, on Justice League Dark, a series I like, and you're just like, you know what, you're not even really tied into Forever Evil. You get one of the guys who died, in his first appearance, but you don't really get anything. Then you don't really get him, really. You don't really get Seeking. But I was feeling a little fucked off with the entire thing. Just perfectly honest, completely fucked off. I'm getting a little bit of freeze on my screen. I'm hoping that's not too bad for you guys when I upload this. Sometimes when I've finished recording, it actually puts it all in correct order with no freezing. It's particularly bad when I ramp the quality up to HD. It's just like it keeps stopping. It really distracts me. Yeah, where was it at? So yeah, the comics have been sucking pretty bad. You can't have a title without Batman in. If a title doesn't have Batman in, it fails. Unfortunately, it's true. There is some good things coming out of this Forever Evil ending. For number one being Teen Titans is being ended. It's about fucking time, because that series under I can't even remember his name now, it's not worth remembering, Scott Liddell, is fucking terrible. He wrote one good issue of Superboy about 6 or 7 months ago, but that's about it. So yeah, Teen Titans really needs to end. It's been replaced with Doom Patrol. Now I don't know who is writing that. I think Beast Boy was part of Doom Patrol back in the day. Doom Patrol showed up in Forever Evil. It's almost like a confirmation, like we're getting Doom Patrol. I think it's on the solicitations as well that Doom Patrol is coming back with an issue 0 to start off with. Some comics, they get issue 0. Now they did this in a year after the New 52 started, with 0 issues for all of the DC New 52. Whereas Justice League Dark's one was like an issue 0. I was like, well, they already did the team coming together. They can't show it again. It turned out to be a Constantine standalone story with Zatan in it. But yeah, there's no mention of the other members. But it's actually a pretty cool issue, and one of my favourites from the New 52. Actually, it's pretty fucking cool. My other favourites from the from Justice League Dark are actually the Creeper one-off. I didn't know the Creeper's origin story pre New 52. At least I don't think I don't remember it being like this anyway. The Creeper's a weird character anyway, but he's really fucking cool, and this is like an Oni, a Japanese demon, like a spirit, and it goes throughout all back in feudal Japan with samurais and everything, all the way back up to present day, with how he is now. And when he gets out, he's still in the body of is it Jack or Zack Ryder? Jack Ryder. When he gets in the body of Jack Ryder and then he gets free for the first time, it's fucking carnage. It's obvious, like you can see that he's been waiting for that moment to be free again for for a long time, and he just lets rip. He just destroys everything. The other one is, if I can find it, or I can put it to the bottom, is Eclipso, the other villain one shot. It's fantastic. I absolutely loved it. This is a guy called Gordon, I think. I can't really remember it. It's been a while since I last read it. But he, I've never heard of this villain before. When I hear Eclipso, I think of like frozen ice lollies and stuff like that. Ooh, Eclipso. I could do Eclipso. Ooh, I'm gonna go and get Eclipso after I finish making this video. But yeah, Eclipso. I was just like, oh, that's a bit of a sucky name. He looks kind of like Green Goblin. Is he like a rip-off or some stuff? I read it, and he's like trapped in this black diamond. And even this one was like, oh, see Eclipso's journey begin in the issues of Team 7, Catwoman, Demon Knights, and Sword of Sorcery. Is it? I was like, who the fuck are they? Which precisely is probably what a lot of fans were thinking when they saw a Team 7 comic on the shelves, and they were like, who the fuck are they? Because that series did not sell well at all. I think it got pulled after like 4 issues or something stupid. So yeah, Teen Titans, I'm back on track. Teen Titans comics being replaced by Doom Patrol. I believe Beast Boy was originally a member of Doom Patrol instead of Teen Titans. Whether they'll put Beast Boy into Teen Titans is beyond me. I don't know how they're going to end the Teen Titans comic, because the Teen Titans are quite major characters. Well, in the original lineup, not so much the current lineup. But I think you've got Blue Beetle still in there. You've got Red Robin in there. These are big characters. You can't just abandon them. There's got to be some sort of resolution. I believe when they went up against the crime syndicate in Forever Evil, they just got banished to the past. I've got to admit, in that issue, I was really rooting for them, because it was like a suicide mission. They were like, it's like, we're gonna die. but you know, like Dick Grayson's there is all that kinds of messed up. We could at least try. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. Are we finally going to get like a... No, they got banished to the past. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it's so bad. So what else have we got coming from the New 52? That's pretty good for the Forever Evil. I can't remember, there was some good stuff. The Batman Eternal's starting soon. I might actually read that, just because it doesn't seem to be connected to anything else. There was something else. Oh, Justice League of America is being cancelled, but not. A lot of people, when they heard that Justice League of America was being cancelled, they kind of like, oh, but they shit their pants. They're like, this is a fucking good series. It is a good series. I like the whole idea of this team being put together to combat the Justice League. You know, two different Justice Leagues, and they'd match them. Martian Manhunter will fight against Superman, and Catwoman will try and take down Batman, and you know, they had their own Justice League of America to take down the Justice League because the Justice League was unregulated. That's pretty fucking cool. They even had Wonder Woman's invisible jet, which just has it wasn't actually Wonder Woman's invisible jet. Like, I think Wonder Woman can fly now or some shit. But like Steve Rogers he was like the ultimate Wonder Woman fanboy and stalker. They used to have a relationship or something going on, but when the writers decided that was a bit boring, it'd be better for Wonder Woman to go out with Superman. Yeah, he just became this like weird obsessive stalker, and he has an invisible jet. It's a stealth jet, you know. It's just like, but he calls it the invisible jet. I was just like, oh. It's just, even the writer knew what they were doing with Steve Rogers there, and just knows that the fans see him as a bit of a creepy stalker. So it's just like, I'm going to have a bit of fun with this. So yeah, Justice League of America is being cancelled, but it's being replaced with Justice League United, which has the same members. Well, there's going to be some fallout from Forever Evil, so there's going to be a bit of a change to the roster, but Martian Manhunter is going to be there, okay, for all you Martian Manhunter fans. He's going to be leading the Justice League United, which is going to be the second Justice League. I have always said that Justice League is the first one, Justice League of America, Justice League United is the second one, and Justice League Dark, even though that is my Justice League team, is the third one. The magic one, the ones that deal with the shit the other two can. So it's just like, you know, they're the third tier. It's not to say they're not cool, they are, they're very cool. It's just that I'm sick of all the tie-in issues. There's other stuff happening with the new Forever Evil ending. There's going to be shake-ups to the team, one of which I am extremely excited for if it pans out the way I think it's going to pan out, and I might actually switch to reading Justice League if that is what happens. But I'm kind of sick of all this tie-in events. That's not to say Marvel don't get it wrong either. I've finally got around to talking about Marvel. It's only going to be briefly because I don't read the Marvel comics, so I can't really put too much emphasis on the things they're doing wrong. One thing they're doing right is the consistently good stories that aren't always tied in. I think they only do a summer event and you don't even have to read it. You know, it's completely cool. But one bad thing that I've got to say about Marvel is it's completely impenetrable. I picked up a Spider-Man recently just to try and get away from reading DC and hating what they do, but I do love comics, so I picked up a Spider-Man recently. I sat down, I read it, and as I'm going through it I was like, when did Dr. Octopus become Spider-Man? Now I had to look into it because apparently in Superior Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus is Spider-Man but in Peter Parker's body. But in other versions of Spider-Man comics, Peter Parker is still Spider-Man. Whereas in another series of comics, there's Spider-Man 2099, who is a different guy altogether, who I think is called Miguel or something. Excuse me. So yeah, it's completely impenetrable. I think Marvel really could benefit from a New 52 style reboot. Not a full reboot, just like we're going back, we're dialing it back to what it used to be. You've got your X-Men here, you've got your Spider-Man here, you've got your rest of the comics. Just go through all Marvel comics. You've got your Avengers here. Just you got your Iron Man, your Thor, just completely just strip the playing field. I thought you was going to do this last summer with your event, and I was getting generally excited for this. I can't even remember what the fucking event was now, but I was getting generally excited for a reboot. I thought finally I can jump on and I'm up to speed. I know where I stand. I'm not being constantly told as I'm reading like an issue of Iron Man. Was this mentioned in Iron Man number 326? I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to fucking find that issue. I don't even know what issue I'm reading now. Yeah, I hate it when I'm being told to read other issues, because generally it's past issues and you can't fucking find them anymore. I know, because when I started with, look for me, some of you guys, I'll go and find it. When I started, this is the first print one, not the other one, but when I started with Justice League Dark, I said I wanted to make this a series. And I stuck true to my word. I went out and got as many issues as I could. But I haven't found all of them yet. As soon as I find all of them, I might resume it. But the fact that I'm not reading Justice League Dark anymore, you're gonna get up to a certain point and it's just gonna be like, well, I stopped reading at that point, I just lost interest. It's not that I lost interest, I just lost faith in DC and their handling of their own comics. I mean, what the fuck's up with that? I mean, just one thing for you people who have been complaining about the new 52 and how it sucks. Wait for that band to go by. Fucker. It doesn't suck. It's done quite a lot of things right. Pandora, who's a minor character, kind of instigated the entire thing. She said she tied all these universes together to make them stronger, to galvanise them for what was coming. I don't even ever use galvanise right there, but I just did. Who cares? Fuck it. So to galvanise them, to make them stronger. Next van driver who goes past, I'm going to kill. It's to make them stronger, and she's a big part. Her comic doesn't even sell that well. But she's tied into Justice League Dark. She's a magic user, so she gets tied into Justice League Dark quite a lot. Well, at least with the Trinity War and the current Forever Evil Blight, she's been tied in quite a lot. And it was during, I think it was one of her own issues, or maybe it was actually Justice League Dark issue. She actually said she was responsible for the destruction, of the old universes, and then tying them together, making them stronger for what was coming. We don't know what's coming yet, but I've got a pretty good idea. So I like that, and it's a good thing that there's this in all of this universe, this new 52 that she's made stronger, which has been made stronger through sales as well. It made perfect sense for DC to do this reboot, because with the interest with the Dark Knight films and the Man of Steel film, which was to come out at the time, it made sense. It's just like, well, let's just reset. It's got too messy, there's too many different universes, which is kind of one of the things with Marvel. Too many universes. I have a guide down there and it's got thousands of universes in for Marvel. Thousands. This didn't happen in the same universe. This didn't happen as this. And it goes on and on and on. There's a universe where the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Mutants are babies. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Sorry, I've been knocking the table for the last ages. That the laptop sat and you probably had the screen shaking. But I don't get it. It's just like when they did the reboot, it made perfect sense in a business mind just to go, scrap it. Scrap the lot. All that stuff happened. We're not saying it doesn't exist. It still exists, fans. It's still great stuff. I have old DC down there, of the old school DC, not the new 52 stuff. The old school, it's still good. You can still read it. It's not like, oh well, that's worthless now, throw it in the bin. It still exists. It's still good. You can still read it. There's nothing wrong with going back to past issues. It was just, this was the decision they made, and it strengthened the DC universe in a fictional sense. They tied it in with the fiction, and it strengthened the brand as a whole, because new readers came in. I came in as a new reader. I had old issues, but then I got behind because there's no comic book stores near where I live. and then I found one that stocks comics, and it's the New 52's the thing now. So it brought me in as a new reader. If you want to hate me as being a new reader, then go ahead. You know, I've read old comics too. I've read 1989 comics. That's pretty much when I started, 1989, when the Batman film came out, the good one, the Tim Burton one. Yeah, I said the good one, deal with it. Yeah, I got brought in with the Batman film. If that makes me a bad DC fan, then whatever. A lot of you guys probably haven't have watched the Batman film after you read a DC comic. It's completely, it's no big deal. As long as you're getting a new reader in there, does it really matter? A lot of the old guard comic fans, they seem to hate the new guys. It's like, oh, well, they only got into it because of such a reason. If that was case, let's just say I got back into reading comics because I watched The Dark Knight. Would I have picked up Justice League Dark? I could have picked up, wait a minute, Batman The Dark Knight. But no, I picked up Justice League Dark because I've always been interested in the magic universe of the DC universe, and I remember reading Hellblazer back in the day. So that's what I say to you old guard comic book fans. So moving on to the TV. Now, here's one thing where I think DC is a little bit superior than Marvel. Hear me out, okay? It's just, first up, Constantine TV Show. Constantine fan, just getting that straight out of the way. It's coming. I don't know if we're getting it in England. I want it in England. I need it in England. I don't even care that the guy maybe has dark hair. They've got an English guy. They've not cast Keanu Reeves as Constantine. In fact, in the issue 0 of, where is it? I can't find it. But in the issue 0, there's a dark-haired version of Constantine called Nick Necro, and I kind of looked at him as Constantine. It was just funny. I was just looking at him, I'm like, yeah, that guy's like pretty much just the piss take of the Constantine movie. Which was Vertigo back then. It was on the Vertigo brand. Constantine wasn't main universe DC. He was neglected to Ooh, I've just thought Telltale Games next Constantine game. Oh, Telltale, if anyone from Telltale's watching this, please make it happen. Yeah, but it's just like, what was I talking about? The TV shows, right? TV shows. First up, Constantine TV Show, so that's number 1. And the second thing, Arrow's finally started getting good. Finally, it took them 2 series to get there. Let's see what's been happening recently. Superpowers exist. The Flash got his origin story. Deathstroke turned up and actually looked like fucking Deathstroke. They still call him Slade. I don't agree with that. I think it should be Slade when referring to him. I like him being referred to as Deathstroke. I'm sorry. When you've got a name as cool as Deathstroke, you don't want him to be called Slade. Of course, Arrow knows him on a personal level. The origin story is different, and I can understand the TV universe. I don't mind the TV universe, and it's interesting, and it leaves cliffhangers week after week. Whereas Marvel, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., how am I going to criticise Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., quite possibly the best TV show for the last 10 years? How about start showing it in England? America is now weeks and weeks and weeks ahead. They know what Tahiti is. We're not there yet. We still haven't got that fucking episode. We were promised it in March. Channel 4, the schedule, that's the channel in England that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on. Channel 4's scheduling of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is fucked. We've been saying, oh well, they've got all these breaks. America's got all these breaks coming up, so we're not going to show any episodes. We're going to wait. You're going to get spoiled. I've been avoiding the spoilers, thankfully. But I do know from seeing a thumbnail that Tahiti isn't the place, it's T-A-H, however you spell Tahiti. It's each individual letter, so I'm like, oh well, that kind of breaks it down, that it's obviously some sort of fucking experiment. Thanks for that. So I've just started showing it again. The scheduling is terrible, and I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to fall into this routine that I'm going to criticise Joss Whedon here, bear with me. But Joss Whedon does have this thing with his series. It happened with Buffy, it happened with Angel, it happened with Dollhouse, it happened with Firefly, where the episodes kind of get, well, it didn't happen with Firefly, that thing was just awesome from start to end. But they have this tendency of getting a series going, dropping off for a few episodes, which is kind of like the point where, and I think this is where viewer figures started to fall, where they kind of tail off because people start to lose interest. There's just, you know, you built up this storyline and then it's just not, there's nothing happening with it. Once you reveal what Tahiti is, what most people are watching for, they want to know, once you reveal what Tahiti is, the viewing figures are just going to go like that. There's going to be no interest. There'll be some story going in the background, but you won't necessarily realise it. This is what Joss Whedon does. He's fantastic with it. But there's a little thing just going underneath, and as you're losing viewers because they're not thinking there's anything there, there's something going on, and it's those fans that are watching. It's your fan base then, it's not your everyday viewer. You need your everyday viewer to keep a TV show going, and it is a pitfall that Joss Whedon falls into quite a lot, of keeping this like story that's just going in the background, and once it hits again, no one's watching. So it's a massive concern. I'm hoping that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. remains phenomenal throughout. I've been loving all the little references. There's so many references to the Marvel comics. Is that you can watch it, you can spot all these little references dotted around. But DC are really pushing the TV universe. They've got the Flash. They've got the Suicide Squad coming into Arrow. There's always Harley Quinn in Arrow. Then they showed the girl who they think is going to be. It was rumoured who they think is going to be Harley Quinn, and she looks like Harley Quinn. I was like, oh my god, that is amazing. And they've got all this cool stuff coming into the Arrow TV show. They've got Gotham, I think it's just called Gotham, the Batman not Batman TV show, it's Jim Gordon. I don't think that's going to fly at all. I think that's going to be quite shit. Apparently episode 1 is trying to solve the cold case, the murder of Bruce Wayne. It looks fucking horrendous. They have like, here's young Bruce Wayne, he's going to be in it, but he's not going to be called Batman at all. We're not going to have Batman villains. There's going to be nothing Batman related. It's just going to be a crime series, but set in Gotham. And there was a woman as well who was like, I think Catwoman or some shit, and she's actually older. She's like fully grown up. I was like, oh my god, no. So DC's fucking that up. Movies. Time to talk about movies. Something that DC is royally fucking up over Marvel. They can't do anything right with their shit. Batman Begins was nice. Batman doesn't have powers. He can fit into a real world scenario really well. They use Scarecrow, who doesn't really have any powers to speak of. They use Ra's al Ghul, who doesn't really have any powers to speak of. They use Victor Zsasz briefly. He got mentioned, he got name dropped. Doesn't have any real powers, but he was there. And Falcones and Maroni's no powers. You know, they exist in the Batman universe. They're there. You know, and it's non-powered. Batman Begins, fantastic. Dark Knight fights the Joker, fantastic. Heath Ledger is my favourite version of the Joker, just because he's more like the comic book version. At least the ones I read with the Joker in. I don't like the figure of fun Joker. I like the laughs at the chaos Joker, which is Killing Joke. He's very Killing Joke Joker. In Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises, my god, when this thing got reviewed, it got like 5 stars and everything's fantastic, and you should go and see it right away. In fact, you should just, whatever you're doing, just stop doing it. I don't care if you're in the middle of heart surgery, brain surgery, if you're in the middle of making love to your wife, just go and see it right now. And I was like, oh, it's pretty good, give it a couple of weeks when I can be bothered and I'll go and see it. Because I was a little apprehensive. You know, Bane didn't look like Bane, Catwoman didn't look like Catwoman. I was just like, oh god. So yeah, I went to see it when I had time. I knew it was the final one, and it was shit. It was absolutely shit. I think when Bruce Wayne finally got up and was climbing up the fucking wall, I was ready to climb out the fucking cinema by any means necessary. If I was armed, and you know, the guy who comes round with the cornettos and the stuff in the fucking tray came round, well, it's the girl, but if it was the guy, I would have killed that fucker. If it was the girl, I wasn't have killed her, but you know, I would have killed that fucker. It was terrible. I was just like, this is shit. And when he flew off into the fucking sunset with the nuke, I'm like, and there blows up Bruce Wayne, good. And then he lived. Oh. Why? 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 It served no purpose. Plus, multi-billionaires, you know, who do that sort of shit. If you think of a multi-billionaire, just go ahead, think of a multi-billionaire. You know, you've got picture their image in your head, haven't you? They're not worldwide. I know what Bill Gates looks like. You know, I know a couple of millionaires, billionaires. I know what they look like. Richard Branson, for fuck's sake, I know what he looks like. He hasn't done anything fucking successful in fucking years, but he's got lots of money. I know what he looks like. If Bruce Wayne sat on a fucking bench, who's a philanthropist and does so much to help the fucking world and save the children, save the whales, fucking all this bullshit. If he's such a fucking nice guy with lots of money, he's going to get recognised sat on that fucking beach. I'm sorry. Or a fucking cafe in fucking France, whatever the fuck it was. He's going to be recognised because, you know what? People like money and they're attracted to people with money. And we get told constantly, non-stop, how good people with money are. Which is why I like the GTA 4 I'm Rich fucking parody on TV. I love that shit. She's got a ruby encrusted vagina. I was like, oh yeah, that's rich people for you. Fucking stupid. And well, some of them are amazing fucking people. To those amazing rich people who are nice and intelligent and good looking, you can send me some money if you want. I'm destitute. I'm living on my ass here, people. I'm literally, I think I've got like one packet of super noodles lasts me 3 days. It's terrible. I am destitute. This place, I can't afford this place. Really, I can't afford to decorate the fucking thing. I've been thinking about getting a picture to go up there. But I literally cannot afford a picture. So never mind a fucking bed or, you know, anything representing furniture. What you see is what I have. 2 doors and a settee. So what I'm recording on. So yeah, let's ignore my poverty and on to more exciting things. But we're talking about the films. The films are fucked. One that isn't fucked, The Man of Steel. Okay, bear with me. A lot of people fucking saying, oh, it's fucking shit. It's a new Batman. It's a new Superman. Batman Begins was a new Batman. People accepted that fine. They watched it. They enjoyed it. Why can't you accept new Superman? He's still Superman. He hasn't been called Superman yet, which fucking really pisses me off. Does it just fly around that fucking with? I reckon in the entire Man of Steel series, forget Man of Steel, he's never going to be called Superman. I can guarantee you that right now. He will never be called Superman. He's just going to fly around with that fucking S on his chest for no reason whatsoever. He's never going to be called Superman ever. Mark my words on it. He will never be called Superman. But Man of Steel wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't what people were making out. It was actually quite good. You know, it gave Superman a bit of a push. His comics became more popular. The comic Superman is the definitive Superman. And for what Superman is, he's a fucking symbol. You know, if you hold up Superman, wherever he is wherever you are in the world, if you hold up a picture of Superman, everyone will know who Superman is. Guaranteed, everyone will know who Superman is. Because he's a symbol. I mean, like, a lot of people know Batman, but, you know, it's like fucking whatever. It's fucking Batman. He's not fucking brilliant. Even though I'm a Batman fan, I prefer Batman. Obviously, but he's not fucking brilliant. He isn't Superman. Superman's a fucking symbol. You know, greatest comic book hero ever. I'm a Batman fan. Saying that Superman is probably better. Probably kick his ass in a fight too. But he's a symbol. You know, it's just like people are picking it up, reading the Superman books, and figuring out that they're much better. That's a good thing. if a movie can make people, after seeing it, go and pick up a Superman comic and read it and enjoy it, that's a good thing. And I liked Man of Steel. It wasn't fucking terrible. It had enough references in there to keep the comic book fans happy. It did what it did on the tin. If you have Superman fighting General Zod, two gods, you know, amongst men, fighting on Earth where things are pretty fragile and breakable, there's going to be things breaking and probably dying because Superman can't be everywhere at once. It's fact, people. He wasn't going to spin around the fucking world and make time go backwards, although he did try that in one of the Forever Evil issues, which I think was a Justice League of America one or a spin-off one or something. He'd gone crazy. He was in some sort of prison, so Superman's still alive. Spoilers. But he tried to fly around the world to make time go backwards. I was just like, oh, burn. But that's still the best Superman movie. That was the first one, wasn't it? That was still the best fucking Superman movie. Or 2, depending on which one you look at. Fuck 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Superman Returns. Fuck that one. I hate that one with the passion. Bald Kevin Spacey as camp Lex Luthor. There's no room in this world for a camp Lex Luthor who screws old ladies and rich. He should always be rich. He was that old lady. Little bit sick. And he got all the money. He had these 2 fucking dumbass goons. That film sucked. I really hated Superman Returns over Man of Steel and Superman Returns. Man of Steel is still fucking better. Returns is so bad. Man of Steel, it wasn't all that bad. But now they're going this Man of Steel 2, the Justice League movie. We know it's got Wonder Woman in it. It's been confirmed. Gal Gadot's been signed. For all the people who were like fucked off with Gal Gadot's been signed, I know she doesn't physically look like Wonder Woman. She has been buffing up. She's been thinking, and she posted a picture of her muscles now, where she's actually like toned. But she only showed her arms. It's like toned. She's more muscular than I am. I'm not very muscular anyway, but. Yeah, she's actually like torn now, so she's working on it. But there were a lot of people fucked off. She weren't American. Newsflash: Wonder Woman is American. She's Amazonian. Get over it. I don't know if she's going to be called Diana Prince in this or whatever her fucking name is. Batman's in it. Ben Affleck. I don't give a shit about the casting. I think Ben Affleck's fucking decent. It's just Ben Affleck. But there's been Cyborg rumoured to be in it, Green Arrow rumoured to be in it, Green Lantern rumoured to be in it. In fact, just fucking pick a name from DC Universe and they've been rumoured to be in this film. Lex Luthor's cast, Jesse Eisenberg, which when you take his hair off, I watched Angry Joe's video of this where it's like, he was laughing his ass off at Jesse Eisenberg, if that's his name, I can't remember, being cast, and he was like laughing his ass off, and then he removed the hair with Photoshop, and it's like, I was just like, it actually looks like Lex Luthor. Let's face it, Heath Ledger didn't look like fucking Joker, but I supported that cast, and I was just like, hell, it might do a fucking fantastic job. And people going, it's going to be 10 things I hate about Batman. Fucking A Knight's Tale, A Dark Knight's Tale. I'm like, fuck off, you don't know if they're going to be good or not. James Bond, fucking Daniel Craig being cast, people kicked off, he's blonde. What does it matter what his hair colour is? He's a good Bond, he's a good Bond. If Heath Ledger's a good Joker, he's a good Joker. Look what he did, we're a fucking amazing Joker. Shit auto car backfiring all the way down the street, thank you very much. I'm not gonna... Need to murder rising. So, yeah, the movies. They've been so keen, there's always casting going on for Man of Steel 2 and it's probably going to fucking blow up. To be honest, if you're going to introduce Justice League of America, Justice League, whatever, if you're going to introduce Justice League, do it in their own movies. We're ready for a Wonder Woman movie. We're asking for a Wonder Woman movie. Give us a fucking Wonder Woman movie. But, no, apparently you don't like money. You're not going to give us a Wonder Woman movie. Fair enough, don't want my money, I won't get paid to go to see it. But if the movie doesn't exist, I can't go see it. So if you don't want my money that's sitting in my pocket, I have money right here ready to go watch a Wonder Woman movie. If that shit came out, I promise you I will go and see it day one. No questions asked. Friday, that's the day movies get here. If it comes out earlier, I will go see it day one, Wonder Woman. I promise you. I waited for the Batman films. I waited for Batman Begins to come out on DVD. I never bothered. Waited for Dark Knight to come out on DVD. I never bothered going to the cinema. Dark Knight Rises, I went to the cinema to go see it. But it was weeks later. Wonder Woman day one, I'll go see it. Man of Steel, I went to see that after 2 weeks, I think. No, I went to see that after a couple of days. Yeah, I think about 2 days. So I went to see a Superman film quicker than what I went to see a Batman film. And I'm a Batman fan, I'm not a Superman fan. Although I always found him being a bit invulnerable, a bit fucking cheap in comics, really. But I went to go see that shit quick, real fucking quick, because I'm excited for to see the Man of Steel on represented on big screen, on like properly represented on big screen. It always seemed a bit camp before, but Christopher Reeve is still Superman. Henry Cavill, or whatever his name is, does a fucking fantastic job. But in one point, he even looks like Christopher Reeves. It was fucking scary. But Christopher Reeves is Superman. You can't take that away from him. He is Superman. I grew up with Christopher Reeves as my Superman. He's Superman. If I see Christopher Reeves, fucking God rest him. But not that I believe in God, but you know what I mean. Rest in peace. If I saw Christopher Reeves, I'd go Superman. No problem. Of course, he had the accident and fucking like couldn't walk and shit. But that man may not have been able to walk, but he could still fucking fly. He is Superman. Right, now that we've settled who Superman is, Christopher Reeves, always, not Henry Cavill, but Christopher Reeves is always Superman. I understand that when I came out of watching Man of Steel, there was a little kid there, and he gave the definitive review of Man of Steel. When I grow up, I want to be Superman. That was fucking adorable right there. A little 5-year-old, 6-year-old kid just come out of watching it with his dad, and just as soon as he got out, he just turns to his dad and says, I want to be Superman when I grow up. For his dad, that must have been heartbreaking. It's like normally little boys want to be their daddy when they grow up, but it's just like, I want to be Superman when I grow up. That little boy's gonna like love Superman now. He's gonna fucking love Superman. But he's gonna go out. He's gonna read comics. He's gonna be a future customer of DC. That's a good thing. Unfortunately, Man of Steel 2 probably going to blow balls. Onto the DC is years behind Marvel, because Marvel movies are amazing. I'm a DC guy. I'll happily admit that, but I like things that Marvel does. I read Marvel comics from time to time. If the series looks interesting, I'll go and pick it up and I'll read it and I'll enjoy it. Fair enough. Every time the reading is consistent in every single one I picked up. Where a series has looked interesting, I picked it up, I've read it, and the writing's been consistent of great. Well, not great. It's been good all the way. All the ones I've read have been good. I prefer DC's style more than Marvel's. Marvel's got a great style. It's very comic book. You open it and the colours are there. They pop. You open a comic, I can't say it with all ones, but every time I read a Marvel comic, I open it up, then it's colourful, and it just like, it pops, it's there on the screen. You open up any one of these, any one, just like, I've got one open here, I must have one open here. You know, I mean, I know it's just this dark, and it's meant to be a bit dark, but it's not colourful, it doesn't leap off the page. I associate, I mean, it's colourful in its own right, but you know, right there, colour. It's talking about God, I think. Oh yeah, God exists in the DC universe. He doesn't in the Marvel universe. It's just like, it's colourful, but it's muted. It could be more. I mean, these are very colourful pages. I'm showing you that. Looking, making myself look like a right tit. You know, like that looks colourful enough. But you'll notice the difference if you open a DC comic. Just go to your local comic book store, open a DC comic, just pick one randomly off the shelf and just open it up, and it's colourful. Yeah, I mean, it's printed in colour. What do you want? This is what I'm trying to say. But it's colourful, and you know, but it's muted. You pick up a Marvel comic and the difference, it's like night and day. It's just like, it's there. It's like when I first opened that Superior Spider-Man comic, I opened it up and it was a picture of Peter, Doc Ock, without his mask on, swinging on his web, and the colours were just there, and it was just like, it was almost blinding because I'd opened it and I was just like, wow, you know, this is colourful, this is what I think of comic books. But I was talking about the movies. First thing with the Marvel movies, so good. DC is so far behind. Sony's Spider-Man. I would like to see Spider-Man and Avengers movie, but it's not going to happen. They have the rights. They can do whatever they fucking want. Got access to the villains, whatever. They're doing a Venom movie. I'm hoping this isn't pushing things. Sinister Six movie. I can't really talk about those. They're keeping cards close to chest, and it's like, it's hard because Sony's stuff isn't as good I do have a little bit of love for the new Amazing Spider-Man. I had a bit of love for the Tobey Maguire ones as well, apart from the third one. The third one's so bad. If you're going to do Venom, don't make him suck. Just, oh god, I loved Venom. Venom was my favourite Spider-Man. He's probably my favourite Marvel villain, apart from until they got cheap and they had Scorn and Carnage and so many fucking anti-Venom. So many Venoms. Should have just left it the one. I got confused when he started knocking out new ones, and I picked up a comic after so long. It's like, why is there like 12 Venoms now? I was just like, oh, completely put off by the entire thing. It's just like, you know, but it's just like Scorn. That was the female Venom for anyone who's interested. I think she appeared in like 3 issues or something, maybe more. But she was only in like a couple of the ones I read. She was a spin-off from Carnage or Venom, whatever, getting off topic. But it's like, Sony's thing is with Spider-Man is what it is. One day, hopefully, the rights will revert, or some deal can be made out to bring Spider-Man into Avengers. But when you're talking about Marvel Studios, they have done so good with the long game. They built up their characters. You had Iron Man, you had Iron Man 2, you had the Hulk, Incredible Hulk, even though it's been a different actor each time and the Hulk ones haven't really been the major success. It's mainly because Hulk is hard to market in the UK, just as maybe in Europe. America knows and loves the Hulk. In Europe, it's probably a bit harder to market him. Maybe in Japan and further, east as well. Maybe it's hard to market him as just like some guy who turns green and smashes shit up. But for people who know the Hulk, will go and watch that movie. I went to watch the movie. Thor, you had his movie. I didn't like Thor. It seemed like a romantic comedy with one fight against a fire-breathing suit of armour, and I hated it. I hated Thor, but I didn't mind him in the Avengers. You had, I'm missing, Captain America. I thought I'd detest Captain America. I've always detested him as being a piece of propaganda that did well. That's what he started life out as a piece of propaganda. And I actually watched the Captain America, the first Avenger, in when it came out on DVD. I think I didn't go and see it in the cinema. I watched it on DVD. I was like, I'm not going to enjoy this. Loved it. It actually gave me hope for a Captain Britain. I'm still rooting for a Marvel. Make it happen. Make Captain Britain happen. I don't care if he comes in and dies in Age of Ultron. Just like, I'm here to save the day. Oh, dead. Just Captain Britain. Please put Captain Britain in somewhere. Just as a reference, as a picture. Just fucking one guy walking past with the Captain Britain t-shirt in the background, anything. Captain Britain, make it happen. Growing up, he was one of my favourites. I hated Captain America. He was too American. I'm sorry, he's too American. He's very, I'm punching Hitler and all that shit in the propaganda days. He's just very American, and I didn't like him. But Captain Britain comes along, he's pretty much the exact same thing as Captain America. His origin story has been reworked time and time again, but my favourite one, definitive Captain Britain, is his powers were granted to him by Merlin, despite the Knights of the Round Table and all that stuff being French. Look over that. But his powers are granted to him by Merlin, and his powers are only effective while he's on the British Isles. So if he leaves Britain, no powers. So it makes perfect sense for just like as a little comedy thing, just for him to run in Age of Ultron, get smushed straight away just because he has no powers. Just like, who the fuck was that? And I'd be happy with that. Just an appearance of Captain Britain. And if fans are there like going, oh, particular American ones, that'd be fucking funny. They're like, who the fuck was that? And I'd be like, oh, Captain Britain. But just like, yeah, Captain Britain, if you can't give us Captain Britain, give us Captain Midlands. He exists, people. I tell you, he does exist. He's, yet again, super soldier, like Steve Rogers, young body, mind of an 80-year-old man, because he doesn't age. But Captain Midlands, he's a brummie, and he dresses in the old army fatigue still. If you can't give us Captain Britain, give us Captain Midlands. That'd be hilarious. Asshole car drivers, have some consideration. Like, I might have been sleeping or some shit. So yeah, all of them, and then the Avengers. It was the perfect comic book movie. It's exactly, it had Joss Whedon writing it. What a coincidence! It was perfect. And we've got another one coming, and they're doing more films. We've had an Iron Man 3, which was, wasn't brilliant. We had Thor the Dark World, which I didn't go on to see based on my experiences of the first Thor movie. It was just like, don't be a romantic comedy. I understand it's a lot better. It has on the DVD, I'll be getting the DVD, it has that fantastic Hail to the King. I haven't seen Hail to the King yet. I borrowed a DVD off someone. Not to watch The Dark World, but to watch Hail to the King. Get the DVD, I think it's on the Blu-ray or the DVD. Go and get it, watch Hail to the King. It's the Mandarin, Trevor, whatever his name was, in prison, and it's brilliant. Go and watch it, that's fantastic. And Captain America the Winter Soldier is coming out. I am super excited for that, and I'll be going to see it because my favourite Captain America or Marvel character of all time is the Winter Soldier. So it's just like, yes. It's like in Captain America, it's going to be very political apparently. It's like struggling to deal with today's America and how it was so different in the time that he was around, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be so interesting. He's going to be disappointed with the America that he's now in and how things are run. That's perfect, because I'm disappointed in the America that is over the pond and how it's run. I don't like it because it governs how things are run over here quite a lot of the time. Which makes no sense. We've got a giant fucking ocean. We don't need to answer to America. So there was Winter Soldier. Oh, my favourite Captain America, for anyone wondering what my favourite Captain America is, from me saying I don't like him because he's very American, it's a bit unfair. It's just like, you can't help it, he's Captain America, he's bound to be American. But if you want to know what my favourite Captain America stories are, Earth X, go and pick it up. That's aging Captain America. He's now got a pot belly and stuff, he's put on a bit of weight, and everybody has superpowers, so Captain America is no longer relevant. Earth X, I think that's what it's called, and the Nomad ones, Man Without a Country, where he gave up being called Captain America because he didn't believe in America anymore. And I'm hoping that at the end of the Winter Soldier, he removes his American trappings and becomes nomad. Maybe dresses a bit more like the Winter Soldier. Maybe he still has it, like the Winter Soldier has. He still has that shield there. Maybe he still has that there. As I'm hoping that's what's going to happen anyhow. A little less American, because it's jarring for anyone not American to see Captain America leading the Avengers. Don't care what anyone said with, oh, Tony Stark, it was the Tony Stark show. I thought they all got fucking pretty equal billing. Yes, there was a bit more Tony Stark because the Iron Man films did phenomenally, but there was a hell of a lot of Captain America too. I would have liked to have spent more time with the Incredible Hulk. Fuck it, Thor, I don't care. He could have took his shirt off and done some fucking, oh yeah, that's one thing about Arrow, there is a lot of shirtlessness. If that's your thing, go for it. But yeah, I wouldn't mind spending time with the others as well. I would have loved to have spent time getting to know Hawkeye and Black Widow, but we hardly fucking saw them. But it's just, so there was a little bit too much Tony Stark, but who was calling the shots? It always seemed to be Captain America because he is the leader of the Avengers. So I've talked about games, I almost forgot. Games. Here's the one thing where DC is succeeding. Forget all the Lego games and all that bullshit. They don't have any Superman games. There's only one game that matters, and that's the Batman game. Unfortunately, I'm a Batman fan. Don't mind playing a Batman game. That's pretty cool. Who wouldn't want to spend a night as the Caped Crusader, or as a day? Let's say a day. Who wouldn't want to spend a day as Bruce Wayne? I would. I'd be all over that shit, shagging certain supermodels and everything. Fuck yeah. But it's just like, yeah, Batman. If I had £1 million, if I had £1 billion fortune, this place, I'd have a Batcave beneath it. I'd have a Batcar. I'd get trained up by the world's greatest martial artists, and I'd become a kick-ass vigilante. Fucking dispense my own justice out on the streets. I wouldn't have to go far. I just have to step outside. I live in a rough area. Seriously rough. Yeah, who wouldn't? I would, you would, probably, I don't know. If you had superpowers, fuck yeah, you go out. But he has no superpowers. If I got lots of money, I'd build Batcave and blow this bitch. I'd have an Xbox set up down there and everything. It'd be fucking great. You know, once I finish fighting crime, I come in and just straight. That's one thing Bruce Wayne never did. He always had to go back up to Bruce Wayne. He should have set up a lounge down in the Batcave. Idiot. The bed. You know, he had to go up into the fucking mansion. Idiot. He could have just got he had a butler. The butler could have rang him up in the cave like, there's someone here for you if someone knocks up front door. I mean, they have to press the little buzzer to get up through the gate anyhow, so they have plenty of time to get upstairs and out of his fucking bat gear. Anyhow, just besides me thinking about random things that don't make sense in comic books, the game's it's just the Batman game. You know, it's pretty much it. It's the only seemingly DC comic game we're gonna get, but it seems to be the only one that matters due to its mechanics. Mechanically, it's fucking amazing. The combat system. Why had no one thought to do that before? The whole free flow thing. And this is where Marvel falls down. Captain America game, the first Avenger, used the free flow combat system, which made it just feel like a cheap Batman knockoff. The Spider-Man game used the free flow combo system, which made it feel like a cheap Batman knockoff. You name a game in Marvel's that comes from Marvel, they use the free flow combat system, which makes it feel like a cheap. The best Marvel game ever was Spider-Man 2. I love that game with the swinging around the city and everything. It's just like, the first one was just like the webs aren't attaching to anywhere. It's just like people were like, you know, they watch the movie, it's just like, this is shit. And then they said, okay, we'll make a good one for the next film. They made a good one. It was so good, and I enjoyed Spider-Man 2 more than what I enjoyed Arkham City, but definitely more than I enjoyed Arkham Origins. But maybe not as much as I enjoyed Arkham Asylum. I love Arkham Asylum, it's my favourite one. I'm sorry, it's just the entire setting, it's depressing, there's not places to escape onto rooftops because it's just a small island, there are no fucking rooftops, it's just the asylum. It's so oppressive, and you're finding the patient records, and they're so good, and just everything about Asylum is so much better, and it's so much darker, and just like, Batman has no fucking clue. When he's trapped in the asylum, no clue whatsoever. In the city, he kind of went in there voluntarily. He knew what he was getting into when he turned up to speak outside the gates. If you've read the comic, the tie-in comic, he went there to speak outside the gates because he knew what was going to happen. And he's been in that part of the city before. You felt like he had some power, he could grapple away to safety. I did like Batman being very grounded, which is why I like Arkham Asylum more. He can't just fly off with his grappling hook. He can get up onto the gargoyles still, that's still a thing. He didn't have as many gadgets, he had to unlock them as he went, and just he felt like he really was up against it. He didn't have no Robin, no Gordon. Gordon was there providing a bit of support right at the very beginning, but then quickly got abducted. All he had was Oracle in his earpiece, and it was a lonely experience. In the times where, like the Scarecrow scene, it was so good because Oracle, she couldn't contact you. There was like, oh, I'm sorry, the number you're calling cannot be connected, disconnected, and that's why it works. Well, there was no one at that point. It was very lonely. You could only speak to Oracle when Oracle wanted to get in contact with you. It was a lonely experience. Where in the city, you felt like there were people around all the time, like you could save innocent bystanders. That's a Batman thing to do. I didn't mind doing it, but it's just like there were people there, non-hostiles. Asylum was very lonely. There was very few guards scattered around. Generally, if you came back a little later on, those guards were dead or strung up or whatever, you know, unconscious. They were dead. Whereas, like, you saw people around Arkham. It's just one reason why I like Asylum more. So this video's gone on way too long. I just wanted to talk about everything that DC's doing, the stuff they're getting wrong, and I think they're losing against Marvel wholesale. Besides maybe games, Marvel's going to start picking up because of DC's inconsistency with the storytelling. Of course, they're trying to sell one big story with the Forever Evil, the new one that's coming out, Trinity War, and it's carrying on. It's been so long now since Trinity War, the end of Trinity War. Superman's been dead ages. We need our superheroes in our current time. You know, in the time we live in, we need them. You know, it's just Marvel's going to start gaining more readers. They've already got a bigger fan base than DC, and DC are just with this massive event. They're going to lose followers. They've lost me. I'm disappointed. I don't want to go reading all those titles just to keep up with the storyline that I'm interested in. Sorry, so I'm just going to abandon it wholesale. I'll wait until after this next story arc has finished, then I might consider coming back. Until then, I think I'm going to go and pick up a Spider-Man, or possibly even an Avengers title, possibly Iron Man. I don't know, but I think I'm going to go and read some Marvel for a bit, because I've got sick and tired of having to pick up other issues of comics that I'm not interested in. I'm sorry, Pandora may be the whole reason that the New 52 exists, but it doesn't mean I want to read a comic. If it's not doing well, axe it. That's all I can say. If it's not doing well, axe it. She was the cause. Have her join the Justice League Dark. She's still there. She's still, involved. She's a magic user. She's fit right in. I know the Justice League Dark is going to be switched up with this membership. I think Nightmare Nurse is going to be introduced wholesale. I don't think Swamp Thing is. He's got his own thing coming in, but he might come back as a recurring character. I hope he does. Swamp Thing's cool. I read the original Alan Moore ones because Alan Moore's a local boy and I want to support him even though he lives in LA now, fucker. Yeah, he goes on about current state of comic books industry, but like, really? You live in LA. If you wanted to be keeping it real and I like things the way they were, come back and live in Preston, mate. Not that I live in Preston, I'd never give away my location that easily. Yeah, so just like the comics, Marvel's going to start picking up. The TV shows, as long as it doesn't fall into that Joss Whedon trap that it quite often does with this series, that's going to kick Arrow's arse in ratings all the goddamn time. The films, without question, are so much better than DC's. DC is rushing to be where Marvel was at 2 years ago. And in 2 years' time, DC may, with the Man of Steel, have caught up with actually having more than one hero in a movie at a time. So, and then we're going to have Age of Ultron out. Who knows where Marvel's going to be? Apparently in The Winter Soldier there's going to be a little post-credits scene with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Which is, why is Quicksilver? I didn't notice the X-Men, sorry, not the X-Men films, the Wolverine films. Hugh Jackman's a good Wolverine, okay, I understand that. But I fucking hate Wolverine. He's the worst character in most of Marvel's fucking universe. But they insist on using him all the goddamn time because he's popular. Why is he popular? He's shit. Rant over. I hate Wolverine. He's crap. He heals fast. He's got metal fucking claws, which seems to be his fucking why people love him so much. He calls people bub. Oh, he's a bad character. He's bad. He's bad. He's terrible. For Cyclops. Cyclops is more interesting. Jean Grey is fucking hella interesting next to Wolverine. I'd like Dark Phoenix just turn up and just incinerate fucking Wolverine or just make him not exist because she's that powerful. Why the fuck not? So yeah, movies. Marvel are triumphing. Screw the fucking X-Men Wolverine movies and the Spider-Man ones. Just, they're their own thing. Marvel are kicking DC's ass. DC are rushing to catch up to where Marvel was years ago. It's fact. Games. Okay, DC's got the upper hand here because they have Rocksteady, at the helm of Batman, which is quite possibly the most successful comic book-based video game franchise of all time. It's definitely outsold Spider-Man 2. That was fucking amazing. Just make another one of them. Make another Spider-Man game that's like that. I get it. They've been crap since then. Just don't tie into the movies. I know Spider-Man 2 did, but it had its own other things going on, and they relied too heavily on the movies. Instead, forget the fucking movies. Let's make a Spider-Man game. We'll have the swinging mechanics. Be Spider-Man. Just forget about that. But so games is the only thing that DC is currently getting right, and only because they've got the right studio hand on it. Sorry state of affairs for DC, isn't it? And I'm a DC fan. I've been N7 Strider, and I should go.